Adding ede, that is cocoyam, to my egusi soup is one of my favorite ways of making egusi soup. So I wanted to make this soup for my family and I decided to share it with you guys. So welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Please help this channel grow by clicking the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I upload a new video. And to my returning subscribers, thank you for always checking in. Now, if you want to see how I made this soup, keep watching. So let me start by introducing the ingredients I'll be needing for this recipe. I have my egusi. This is 3 cups of egusi. I have my beef and cow head. You can use any protein of your choice. I have my onion. I already chopped this, and my ede. So this ede is going to serve as a thickener too for this soup. And I have my scotch bonnet pepper, which I already blended. I have my palm oil, seasoning cubes, and Uziza leaf. This is optional. I have my salt and my stock fish head, which is important. Now in the pot, I'm going to add my meat. I'll go ahead and season with some onion, scotch bonnet pepper, salt, and seasoning cubes. Now if you've been watching my videos when I season my meat, especially for soup, I just like using this few things to season my meat. So I'm going to cover and let it steam for 20 minutes. So while that is cooking, I'm going to mix my egusi. I have my onion. Why I'm adding onion to this egusi is so that it can form lumps, especially if you like your egusi lumpy. So I'm going to mix this properly to form a paste. I added some water to it. This is not warm water or hot water. It's just my normal water that I added to it. I added more water to the egusi because the one I added previously was not enough, because I don't like it to be too thick. So I'm just going to keep mixing this properly until it is soft and nice. So when I'm done mixing this, I'm going to set it aside. I'll cover it and set it aside, please. So next is the ede or cocoyam. Now I'm going to peel the back like this. If you like, you can cook yours separately in a pot and pound it afterwards and add it a little bit of oil, but I don't want to do that. I think this process is kind of easier for me. So I'm just going to peel the ede like this. When I'm done, I will wash it thoroughly and I'll set it aside. Now that I am done peeling the bags, see how I cut it into smaller chunks. So I'm just going to use this one to show you how I cut it. I'll cut it into small chunks like this so that it will be easy when I put it in the pot. It won't take time for it to be done. So I'm just going to wash it and set it aside. So I've had videos where I added stockfish to my soup, but I've not shown how I wash my stockfish. So I wash my stockfish with hot water like this, because when you buy stockfish, sometimes, especially the head, you'll notice there are some black ants in it and it's dirty. So you just have to use hot water and wash it the way I'm doing it now, so the ants inside will just come out and it will be neat. So now I'm going to change this water and put another water in it, like cold water, so that I'll be able to use my hand to disintegrate the fish like this. So as you can see, I'm using my hand to just wash everything, separate them and wash inside neatly. So when I am done with this, I'm still going to change this water again before I wash the stockfish and put it inside the soup. Now I checked on my meat and you can see it's boiling so well, so I'm going to add the stockfish, which I already washed neatly, into the pot. When I'm done with this, I'll add more water to allow the meat to cook properly. So I'm going to cover the pot and let it cook for another 15 to 20 minutes. Now this is after 20 minutes. I'll be adding my palm oil to the pot. enough palm oil to cook the soup. So I'll be covering this pot and let it come to a boil. Now that it started boiling, I'm just going to add my ede into the pot, the ede which I already washed neatly. So I'm just going to pour it into the pot. I'll just mix everything up together, and I'll be adding the egusi which I mixed earlier. So I'll just be adding it little by little in small lumps like this. Please let me know where you're watching from so I can send you a huge hug and also thank you for watching my video. Today's hug and shout out is for Lucy Shayo from Tanzania. Thank you for watching my videos. So when I'm done adding this, I'm just going to cover the pot and let it cook for about 20 minutes to enable the ede that I added inside to be done. Now this is after about 20 to 25 minutes. I'm just going to mix everything properly and start removing the ede that I added earlier. So here I have my mortar. You can use your blender for this, but I don't want to use my blender. I'll just be using my mortar to just quickly pound it. Please be careful when you're removing it so you don't add your egusi to the mortar. So as you can see here, I'm just trying to use my hands to just break those big lumps of egusi right there. So when I'm done with this, I'll cover the pot and let the egusi continue to cook. Now this is the ede that I removed from the pot. I'm just going to pound this. Now this is after pounding it. You can see how smooth and soft it looks. I'm just going to add everything back into the pot. Let me know in the comment section if you'll be trying this recipe. I bet you're going to love it. So when I'm done with this, I'm just going to use my spoon to just melt everything in. I really don't have time. You can still cover it and everything will just melt on its own. So but I wanted to use my spoon to just melt everything quickly. I added 1 seasoning cube and I added some more water because after adding the ede that I pounded, the soup became too thick. So I added more water to it just to lighten it a little, and I covered it to let it cook. Now this is after about 15 minutes. You can see how well it's boiling. So I just gave everything a quick mix. Please, I added crayfish powder to this soup, but I lost the clip where I added that crayfish powder. You can see that big lump of egusi. I was just trying to break it, but it didn't want to. So I just left it. So I just gave everything a very good mix. And I checked if I needed to add any other thing. So I needed some salt, which I added. So I'm just going to mix everything up and let it cook again for about 5 minutes. So let the salt that I added in it to mix up with the food. So at this point, I added my Uziza leaf. Remember I said this Uziza leaf is optional, but Uziza has some health benefits. So I allowed this to cook for 3 minutes. And I now added my vegetable leaf. I'm using pumpkin leaf for this. I don't know if I said it earlier, but I'm using pumpkin leaf. That is ugu leaf for this soup. And yes, my egusi and ede soup is ready. Please don't forget to like this video, leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching. See you in my next one. Bye bye.